Hey everybody, this is Viper4724, and I just wanted to bring you a match to highlight Shefet Monitor. I plan on going through and making a deck specifically for him to show you how great he can be even without Drakehaven. But I'm still in the middle of my Trial of Ambition event, and I need to finish it out. So let's take a quick look. First of all, we have a Nissa 3 event coming up here, and just want to highlight how great she is. As you can see with her abilities here, she is only at a level 54 for me, but she does get +4 green, +4 blue. My favorite ability of hers is Aspire, which every time you cycle gives your creatures ++. So let's take a look at the deck we're going to be using. If you ever get Curator Mysteries, it's a great card to have for cycling decks. Draw 2 every time you cycle 1. It's awesome. Goes hand in hand with Sphinx's Tutelage, because every time you draw a card, your opponent's first card costs 2 more. And then, obviously, Shefet Monitor. When you cycle this card, you convert 9 gems to green gems. Pretty awesome. Fun card to have. And also, an underrated card, I would say, Vizier of Tumbling Sands. It gets rid of Disable off your cards. With so many people using Cast Out, getting rid of Disabled is huge. And especially in this node right here, cycle 3 or more cards, cast 4 or less spells during a fight. So if you get cast out against and you can't play a spell, it's great to have Vizier out to get rid of the Disabled for you. Let's hop right in here. I am going to see what I can do without Drakehaven. Hopefully be able to highlight the Shefet Monitor. Okay, so okay start. We're going to get Sphinx's Tutelage on the board, and then even with nothing else, we do want to keep cycling cards until we get the cards that we want. That's the best part about cycling. Whether you're using it to spawn stuff, put cycle cards in your deck, and then just keep getting rid of those ones until you get the cards that you actually do want. So as you can see, we do have a bonus turn coming up here, which is pretty awesome. I'm going to take that. I got the extra on here so I can cycle Floodwaters. Definitely want to do that. Now, new perspectives. I think this is even more necessary than Drakehaven to make this stuff work. New perspectives is awesome. We're going to draw 3 cards now, which is exactly what we want and need. And then we're going to just keep giving cycle cards mana. Okay, so we got our Curator Mysteries. Still no Monitor. Now, as you can see, every time I'm drawing cards, just going to keep taking away from his hand, so he's not even going to be able to get very much in his out on the board now. Once you get that Tutelage out, the game's pretty much over as it is. I know everybody has Sphinx's Tutelage. Use it. It's one of the most frustrating cards in the entire game to play against. And it's one of the funnest cards to use. Okay, so as you can see, all I'm doing is cycling through. The goal, if you don't have Drakehaven, is to get a couple creatures in your hand and obviously get the Shefet Monitor in your hand. And use the Monitor to fill your hand up. Now, as you can see, I am holding on the Curator of Mysteries. I want him on the board. I am going to use new perspectives again, but that's going to be second to my mysteries. Also, I do want 2 Sphinx's Tutelage, but I don't need 3. Okay, so we got our Shefet Monitor. Now, here's what we're going to do. Put him in front, so he uses 3 of his own mana. Blow him up. As you can see, we get another one. We caused a nice big drop there. Now you can see most of the stuff in my hand is full, and just for effect, I'm going to do it again. Boom. look at the drops that you get. This is exactly why you use the monitor. I am going to hold that off because I don't need to use it. I want to get rid of everything in my hand first, and then we're going to draw 3 new cards with new perspectives. And as you can see, when it's blowing up on the board, we're also gaining our abilities over here. So it doesn't take very long to get to our abilities. Now, I am going to draw an extra card with the with Sphinx's ability over here instead of playing the green, because I don't need the green. So let's do that. Switch that out. We got a creature on the board now, another Sphinx's tutelage. Now we can play 4 spells. As you can see, we are very close to top 10. Hopefully, I'm able to bring that home for us. I do have more than 37 points open and available to me right now. So, here we go again. Another Curator of Mysteries, another Shefet monitor, and another new perspectives. Once again, going to cycle through our hand, going to get tons of stuff. I'm going to get rid of the monitor here. As you can see, I got Drakehaven. I can use it, I can throw it on the board. It would make the game a lot quicker right now and a lot easier, but I'm going to hold on to it just for effect. I'm going to hold on to the monitor this time as well. We're going to play another Mysteries, another new perspectives. And as of right now, I really just want to get to her 3rd ability, and then I'm just going to pump my 1 Curator of Mysteries up. So as you can see, even though I only have 1 creature on the board, they are not going to be able to play another card the entire rest of this game. And it would help if I stopped pumping Floodwaters onto the board, because obviously I can't attack them. But yeah, they're not going to be able to play another card the entire rest of the game. As you can see, I have a full Shefet monitor. I'm actually going to put him on the board just because I want creatures on the board at this point. I have been able to fill my hand multiple times with the monitor. As I was saying before, if you set your deck up to highlight the monitor instead of highlighting the Drakehaven, you can have tons of creatures on the board. Absolute tons of creatures on the board just continuously being pumped onto the board with this monitor. It's a huge card. It can fill any creature in 1 turn. Great to have. And just a side note, if you don't have Curator of Mysteries, if you have, now I'm blanking on the name of the card. It's a mythic from the first set. If I remember it, I'll mention it. If I don't remember it, I'll post in another video. Really bothers me that I can't remember the name of it. Okay, so gonna get rid of this Drakehaven, don't need it. Gonna get rid of this Sphinx's tutelage, don't need it. Gonna block that off. Gonna throw Shefet and Curator Mysteries on the board. Archives. God, still can't remember the full name of that dang thing. That bothers me. Okay, anyways, we got that. Just gonna play again. If I had, okay, this is gonna be a good play right here because it's gonna should get me to her 3rd bonus, and it draws me an extra card. There we go. Got to the 3rd bonus. Okay, I believe that's my 3rd spell. That's not a good thing. It is my 3rd spell. So, definitely not where I want to be at on my spells to get all my bonus objectives. Okay, so we got a new perspectives. We want that up there. We're going to use the Vizier to cycle some cards. So now, 3rd ability. We should be able to finish this match now. So we're going to feed everything. We're going to use the 3rd ability. We're going to cycle through all these cards now. When we draw 2 cards, the goal is to get at least 1 cycling card so we can keep going with it. Now, As you can see, my creatures are growing. No need for Drake Haven. It's very important, if you don't need the card, if you don't need the support that's in your hand, get rid of it, open up your hand to draw more cycle cards. That's way more important in any cycle deck, is to have spots open in your hand. What I'm going to do, I mean, I know this is kind of boring and most of you will stop watching here, but all I'm going to do, fill my creatures up. I'm going to do one more. All this is going to do, as you can see, we got the 2 damage, but you can see how fast it builds. I'm not going to play any of my cards in my hand. As you can see, I didn't play any Drake Haven. Just use the Shefet's Monitor's ability, and there's the match. Nice, easy, got all my cycling in. Only played 3 spells, even though I prefer to play 0. Hopefully you enjoyed watching, gave you a couple new ideas of what to do with N3, and yeah, have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching.